Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another Wild Rift video. And in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys a complete beginner's guide to Warwick. This is an easy champion, but yet such a fun champion. I'm going to be showing you guys how to use his abilities, how to effectively use his abilities, because he has so many different things you can do with his abilities, how to combo his abilities, how to build him, tips and tricks, everything. So there's timestamps in the description if you just want to skip to the gameplay. Yeah, let's get into it. So, first of all, it's passive. Very easy. Attacks deal an additional 76 magic damage on hit. Take a look. Boom. And the reason that it's 38, before you say, but hells, it's 38, it's because the dummy has magic resist. So it's reducing the damage by half, as you can see. But the magic damage that I'm doing, you see that? The magic damage? That's the damage from the passive. The true damage is from Kraken Slayer, by the way, if you wanted to ask. So that's it. Every attack, you deal bonus damage on hit. Another thing is, while below 50% health, heal for 100% of the damage dealt. Now, I don't want you guys to get confused by this, because it's not actually 100% of the damage dealt. I'm gonna show you. They actually wrote it in a bit of a weird way, because you would think 100% of the damage, so 100% lifesteal. No, it only heals you for the damage your on hit does. You see that? I do 38 magic damage, I'm healing for 38. So it only heals me for 100% of the on-hit damage that I do. Which is still good, don't get me wrong. But obviously it's not quite as good as like 100% of all of my damage, right? But it is what it says, but it's not what it means. Keep that in mind. Now the first ability. It says a lot, but it's quite simple. I want you guys to think of this like Nunu's first ability, but a bit better. So, boom. As you can see, you bite the enemy and you heal up. You will also deal damage based on the enemy's maximum health, so it does chunk down tanks. And it's a very strong ability against tanks as well. Like while you're fighting, it also cancels your basic attack. So basic attack, first ability, basic attack. You see that? Like, oh, well, that I'm gonna explain that during the combo part, but basically, boom, you bite the enemy. It has another thing to it. If you hold it and attach to an enemy, you will actually attach to the enemy for a second and follow them. And even if they run away, if you do this and they flash away, or they go through the thresh lantern or anything like that, you're gonna grab them and you're gonna follow them. So if you have to follow an enemy, if an enemy is trying to run away from you, as I said, thresh for example, if an enemy thresh lantern landed, boom, you hold on the enemy and you follow them. Just to show you, by the way, the cooldowns are normal now. If you hold it and you don't do anything, the cooldown resets. So like you can hold it and don't do anything. For example, you can hold it here in this bush in case you want to use it. And if you don't want to use it, boom, you don't use it. Another thing about it is, while you're holding it and you're close to the enemy, you will automatically basic attack them. Look, I am only holding my first ability, but it is basic attacking the enemy if I'm close enough. So you should not be afraid of losing damage while holding this ability. You can just do it. Look, boom, 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 boom. And it's gonna go on them. Now let's talk about the second ability. The second ability is mainly about the passive. Marks enemies below 50% health. Whenever an enemy gets below 50% health, then they're marked. You will gain 60%. Sorry. You will gain. Jesus. You will gain 60% movement speed towards that enemy, and you will get 100% bonus attack speed. And if the enemy is under 35% health, these bonuses are enhanced by 150%. From 100% to 150%. So if you get the enemy low, you'll get the bonus. But also if your ally get the enemy low, you'll get it. Let me show you. So let me just quickly attack this enemy to get him low. With every ability that I have. Get him under 50% health. Look, now he's under 50% health. Take a look. If I go far with him, not only will I get bonus speed. Look, I'm getting bonus speed. And when I attack him, I'll get bonus attack speed. So you saw while I was moving towards him, I got bonus speed. I also want you guys to pay attention to something else. You will get a trill. Look, take a look. So this is the attack speed, as you can see. Boom, 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 boom. You see that? You see how crazy that is? Boom, boom, boom. It just keeps going. Look, I will actually get a trill, which shows me where he is. Look, boom, he's here. You see that? You see the red trill? It's like Akshan. Look, you'll see the trill. You can chase the enemy and you'll find them. Even if you don't have vision. That is the passive of him. Look. I'll see the trill and I can follow the trail, which gives me movement speed. and easily catch up to the enemy. So if an enemy is low amount of HP, you'll smell the blood. You'll smell it, as you can see. You can also activate it. What happens is you're gonna briefly... You have to be out of combat, by the way. So out of combat for a few seconds. Take a look. And when I use it, so now, look, now I'm not gonna be able to sense him anymore because he's not under 50% health, right? Like now I don't sense anyone. If I use this, boom, I'm gonna be able to sense one enemy. It's gonna be... So I'm gonna be able to sense the closest enemy. And any enemies that are, of course, you know, low HP, I'm gonna sense anyways. Like if all these enemies were under 50% health, I would see trills to all of them. But then the second ability gives you one more trill to a random enemy. And of course, you can chase that enemy and attack them. So, yes, that is what it does. Third ability, now this one is interesting. It gives you a barrier. Like, it only does two things. It gives you a barrier for 2.5 seconds. No, sorry, not a barrier. A damage reduction. It looks like a barrier, but it gives you damage reduction. And then after that, it fears the enemies, like Vex, right? So here you can see, boom, this is damage reduction. Basically like Aurelia's second ability or Alistar's ultimate. And it's 2.5 seconds, which is quite good. Like at a 50% damage reduction. It starts at 35, goes to 40, 45, 50. It's good, like it's really, really good. While you're fighting, if the enemy is starting to do the big damage to you, boom, you use this ability and you fight them. And then after that, it fears them away. You can also channel it quickly. You can stop it quickly and fear them away instantly. But of course, then you're not going to be utilizing the damage reduction a lot. Now let's talk about the beloved ultimate. Now, this is like Koshka's ultimate. If there's Vainglorians watching this video, you'll know. Take a look. Boom, 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 boom. You see that? Let's do it again. Boom, 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 boom. And it applies on-hit effects, just so you know. So it applies the passive damage. It applies Kraken Slayer. It applies Blade of the Ruined King. It applies everything 3 times. 3 on-hit effects. You will get stopped by the closest target. So if I want to hit the dummy on the back, this one is actually going to stop me. So what it does an insane amount of damage. It stuns the enemies for 1.5 seconds. And it's just a crazy ability. Another thing is the range of this ability scales with movement speed. The faster you are, the bigger the range. Let me actually show you. Let's get this champion to a low amount of HP. Take a look at my range now. Look, this is the range now. You see that? I'm gonna get into under 50% health. Take a look. Okay, now he's under 50% health. Take a look. Look at the range. Look at the range. Look at the range. Look, look, look. I can dash all the way here. You see that? So if you have bonus movement speed, you know, if you're chasing an enemy that's under 50% health, you'll get the insane movement speed. And then you'll be able to get the big range and dash to that enemy like crazy. So yeah, let's take a look. So about combos, he doesn't have a lot of combos. Basic attack first ability, basic attack. Or basic attack third ability and then basic attack first ability. This is really it. Of course, you can add your ultimate to it. So like, you know, basic attack first ability, basic attack ultimate. Of course, you can do things like that. But with Warwick, it's really all about like chasing those low health enemies. And you know, as I said, combos, you know, you can do them on him. It's basic attack first ability or basic attack third ability. You know, basic attack ultimate, these types of things. But it's really not like any other champion where you have crazy combos. You know, like Darius or something like that. No, he doesn't. He's just a crazy champion that just fights like this. Like, if an enemy is low, he's not gonna run away from you. That's the major tip that I have for you guys right here. You can chase down anyone. Even a Zed with a Umos Ghostblade and things like that. You can chase down anything. It's crazy, this champion. Let me see. Any other tips that I have for you guys? Oh, I want to show you the ultimate. The ultimate actually heals you. It has a 100% lifesteal. So it heals you for all the damage that it does. Take a look. And it's actually crazy. Look. Boom, 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 boom. You see how much healing? And his first ability also has crazy healing. Boom. So Warwick has a lot of healing. That's another thing. What does that make him? An absolutely insane 1v1ing champion. Very, very strong. And especially an insane assassin. Like if the enemies are low, whoo, he will destroy them. He will destroy them. So now let's talk about how to build Warwick. Again, he's such a simple champion. Probably gonna make a video very soon with him because he's so simple. He's so easy to play. Let's take a look. Oh, oops. Go to the build. There it is. So it depends on the enemy. You can either go for Trinity Force or Divine Sunderer. So this is the first day he just came out. Obviously, this build may change because I just came up with this build right here. I mean, Trinity Force, Black Cleaver, you can go for Black Cleaver as well. Wit's End is also really, really good. This is the default build, by the way, that I'm showing here. I'm just gonna talk about some other items that are really, really good on him. Wit's End is really, really nice as well. Like if you want bonus damage and the enemy has a lot of magic resist, you go for the Wit's End. Guardian Angel is great as well. I don't recommend that item right there. What was it? The Malformations? No. But Black Cleaver, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know if this is gonna work on him. But Trinity Force and Divine Sunderer definitely is gonna work on him in the jungle. Like if you're up against tanky enemies, his first ability already chunks down tanks. So Divine Sunderer is gonna be even better than that. Blade of the Rune King could also be your first item. You could even go for this as your first item if you really want to do a lot of damage. Of course, you're not gonna be as tanky, but like this is a core item on Warwick. Every game you go for Blade of the Rune King because he applies so many on-hit attacks. This is every game gonna be your core item. Every game. Like don't even try to convince me otherwise. And a Starrick's Cage could potentially be a good item as well if you just want to be a little bit tankier in general. If you want more armor, you can get that stance. But if you want to be tankier in general, then you get the Starrick's Cage. For the boots, I mean, plated steel caps. I also recommend Mercury's threads because you don't want to get CC'd too much while chasing the enemy champion. Don't go for boots of speed or boots of fury because you don't need them at all. Don't go for glutinous greaves either because you don't need them at all either. And then Ionian boots, you don't really need them as well. Don't go for them. And then Guardian Angel is going to be like your 4th or 5th item. And then for the runes, Brutal is perfect. Perfect on Warwick. Every game you go for Brutal. Because on hit, remember on hit, he has so much attack speed when the enemy is low. And of course the ultimate applies 3 on hit effects as well. And Keystone you can go for Kraken Slayer or you can go for Conqueror. And then here, it also depends. Let me see. I mean, Pack Hunter is decent. You don't really need it, but you can go for it. Hunter Genius is nice as well. But Pathfinder to be even faster as well while moving through the jungle. It's all about speed, really. And then here, you know, Nullifying Orb. You can go for Bone Plating if you're up against like a Lee Sin or a Xin Zhao. Let me see. Not Second Wind. Hunter Titan is good. I don't really recommend Conditioning. I'm going to add Adaptive Carapace if you want to as well for the strong early game. And of course, Smite and Flash. So yeah. That is it for the mini guide for Warwick. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.